Lots of TV shows are going to be done out here, trying to figure out what will happen in the formation of the government. So we've beaten everyone to the punch and started off right from here to try and find out what is going to happen in these elections and what might happen after the elections. The second reason why Tamil Nadu is very much in the news, of course, the events that are happening over the border in Sri Lanka and particularly with the LTTE. So lots to discuss. Let me start off by welcoming the guests whom we have with us today. Jayanti Natarajan with us here, spokesperson of the Congress Party, old familiar with us in the big fight. Today, we'd also like her to go back to a very painful incident in her life. And as the LTTE is cornered in one part of Sri Lanka, she would no doubt be thinking of the day when she was there with Rajiv Gandhi on the evening when he was actually assassinated. Sitting next to her, it's a pleasure to welcome Dr. Maitriyan, spokesperson of the AIADMK, who is, of course, contesting against both the Congress Party and the DMK, whom I will move on to next. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. L. Ganeshan, who is a spokesperson of the DMK. Thank you so much for being with us. Next, we have Subramaniam Swamy, another old friend of ours on the big fight, who's, of course, the president of the Janata Party. Thank you so much for being with us. Sitting next to him, somebody with whom Subramaniam Swamy has been at loggerheads at great length. So it's been an act of particular mischief on our part to see two both next to each other. Father Jagat Gaspar, who has been working a lot in humanitarian causes, been very closely and actively involved with the situation in Sri Lanka as well. You've interviewed Prabhakaran. There's some people who said you've also helped raise funds for the LTTE, which we will, of course, discuss with you.
We'll talk about that.
We will talk about that. We will talk about that when the show actually starts. Mr. N. Ram needs no introduction. He's been really assisting NDTV a lot in the entire run-up, in the entire election campaign and giving his views on what he thinks might be happening. Thank you so much for being with us. Dr. Ezilal, next, who has been somebody who's been speaking out a lot in favor of the LTTE and who thinks what's happening in Sri Lanka is a shame. Great to have you with us. And senior journalist S. Murari, rounding off the panel out here with us. But, and perhaps this is overkill, but hey, how can we ever do a show in Chennai and not be joined by some of our other old friends? It gives me great pleasure to welcome Cho Ramaswamy, editor of Tughlaq. Thank you so much, Cho, for being with us on The Big Fight. Thank you all so much for being with us. And I have run out of breath in introducing such a fantastic, massive panel. Okay, before we turn our attention to the electoral situation in Tamil Nadu, the situation in Sri Lanka obviously is capturing the headlines, so I'd like to get everyone's views on this. Jayanti, maybe it's difficult for you to be totally dispassionate about this, given the fact that you were there when Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated. If the LTTE is, well, perhaps in its final chapter, what do you feel?
Well, as far as we are concerned, it's not just a matter of passion or emotion. The LTTE is a banned organization in this country and in many other countries all around the world. And therefore, it is not the LTTE to which my concern and my party's concern is directed. It is the thousands and thousands of innocent civilian Tamils, the civilian population who are caught on the island, who are caught between the two sides. It is towards them that our concern is directed, and it is for their sake that we will strain every nerve to ensure their safety and their security.
Dr. Maitriyan?
The happenings in Sri Lanka, it is one of the worst human tragedy in this century, and probably a genocide of the magnitude which has not been witnessed in the recent past. And the people of Tamil Nadu are terribly perturbed by the great Indian betrayal, by the Union UPA government and the DMK government in Tamil Nadu, and the drama they have been enacting on this issue.
Dr. Maitriyan, then
what would he suggest they do?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. What do you suggest that the government does?
There is no point in sending chaprasis for missions. The union government has sent two officials.
Ms. Jayalalitha can offer to go.
The Prime Minister of the country. So, yeah, if we are in power, we will definitely do that.
No, she can go even now.
No.
She can go even now.
See, that is the whole problem is they are not going. The Prime Minister is eloquently silent. Sonia Gandhi has not uttered a single word on this issue.
No,
not a single word.